Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to Scorpio season. And more importantly than that, Jupiter in Scorpio, which lasts a whole entire year. I know you guys are already feeling this. So I just wanted to give a couple updates before we get into this month's readings. First, I hope you guys all saw the updates that I did on TheSpiritualSiren.com and the new way to book. It has been successful thus far, so check it out if you haven't already, because I also launched new services. Also, we are just under 300 people shy of 11K subscribers. Thank you guys all so much. It's mind-blowing to see how quick our community has grown. And I say our because what am I without you guys, you know? So in celebration of that, for the whole month of November, I'm doing a little bit different of a reading special for $11.11, so $11.11. You can get a 2-card pull emailed to you, so a written reading, something that I right now don't offer. So if you're interested in that, you can either DM me on Twitter or email me directly. It's not going to be listed on my site because it's conducted differently than my other readings. So for the whole month of November, okay? A 2-card pull, written response for $11.11. Also, some of you know I recently got sober from alcohol, and I'm wondering if anyone would be interested in me vlogging my thoughts about it. Not because it's for everybody, not that kind of thoughts, but just what I'm personally going through as a spiritual being called to be sober. If you're interested in those kind of vlogs, comment below and let me know. Also, I did what I call a transmission the other day, and I posted it. It was about 5 minutes long. It was titled, Life is Ritual. If you guys are interested in more stuff like that, also comment below because I would love to share more of those kind of things with you guys if you're interested in it. So let me know. Also, so you guys know how obviously in all my videos you can see from about here to my waist. So I'm looking to work with jewelry and clothing companies that are small business, primarily ones owned by women of color. I'm looking to collaborate with those kind of brands, those small independent women like myself, to cross-promote. So if you do that, if your brand aligns with my work and you would like to do some type of teaming up and working together, please comment below. Or if you have a favorite brand, please email me, reach out to me. I've been doing this on my other platforms as well. Because, hey, we're out here building a spiritually conscious community, and I just want to help my sisters, so here we are. And then lastly, some of you have asked about my nails and what goes on my nails and who does my nails, and I'm now tagging my nail tech's Instagram in the description box. As always, all of my contact information and how to book a private reading with me is also in the description box, so always look there before contacting me directly about services. Other than that, I know some of you are probably disappointed you didn't get love readings again last month, but if you knew how my guides operated, even in my own personal guidance, dealing with my own life, they don't like to give up love advice, okay? All the my regular psychic that I see, I never get any love advice. My guides are very anti-focusing on love, so I apologize for that. But as you can see, I'm officially moving into my new office, so we will have a lot more consistency going forward, and I'm really excited. I had a couple clients sign up for the new services, and everything went really well with the past life reading and the Skype consultations. And don't forget, I'm really excited about the service Siren Squad Support, which is $25 for the month. It starts November 1st, and you get to email me with whatever questions or concerns you may have at the time, and I just support you via email. It's not a tarot-based service. It's an emotional support service, so check that out. That's also on my site. It's underneath group services, and let's get into the readings. Bye. Alright, Aquarius. So we had the 9 of Swords fall out with the Empress. So this is obviously a message for only a few of you, but some of you may be worried that someone is pregnant or worried about your mom. She's come down with some health issues. If your mother is older, it doesn't feel like a surprise or someone be young, but oh yeah, the Ace of Wands is behind that. Yeah, so some of you may be worried that you're pregnant or your girlfriend is pregnant or whatever. Other than that, I see you really struggling this month, Aquarius, with getting out of your head in terms of finding ways to create more wealth for yourself in a way that doesn't require working in a traditional manner, like punching a clock. I think that you're trying to expand your income streams or expand your creativity. If you already work for yourself, I see this as you trying to launch new products or create new services and things like that, and you struggling to find the inspiration. Okay, because I split the deck again and we have the Queen of Cups. So even though you have a hard time relating directly to your emotions, it's not that you don't feel your emotions, Aquarius, but you have you're an air sign, so everything is very detached for you. You are gonna have to kind of sit in to your intuition this month, sit in to that more emotional part of you, or seek the help of your own personal Queen of Cups, whether that be a spiritual consultant or someone in your life that just understands you and really can see you fully, right? And allowing them to reflect the lack of validity to your worries. And with the Six of Swords coming up when I split the deck again shows that understanding the emotional undercurrent of what's bothering you, like the emotional why of what's bothering you or what you're feeling blocked about, will actually give you the power to move beyond it, okay? All right, Aquarius. So, in a lot of ways, I am feeling that there is a relationship here, potentially to Sagittarius. You just have some similar cards, and though fire signs deal with emotions different than air signs, it's similar than how water signs and earth signs deal with them. Like, you can group those two together in relationship to how they emote more so. So that's coming up. Again, for those of you that resonated with potentially being concerned about a unplanned pregnancy, that message continues here. And overall, I'm just going to comment on that really quick for the last time. Overall, it would be surprising, right, to you. It was not planned. However, Spirit is saying to trust your heart, that even though this is a brand new thing that you were not expecting, you do have the ability to build a future based on this, right? Based on this child, not necessarily with that person as a wife or a husband, but you can build a future that includes another person in your life. However, you are going to have to trust your personal guidance system and trust in the path, so to speak. And you also have to get in touch with the part of yourself that is emotionally secure and emotionally mature. Okay? Obviously, you can do whatever you want with your body and your life. So this is just, from what I'm seeing in the cards. The overall energy this month, Aquarius, is the Three of Swords. So what is going on? Okay, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Tower, we have the Nine of Swords came back, we have the Nine of Wands, we have a lot of court cards. What is good? I don't think you really like Scorpio energy because it makes you dig a little deeper than you prefer. You just rather everything be kind of out of this world and just be done with it, right? So there needs to be less resistance to the divine plan, less resistance to having to make decisions. less worry about making the wrong decision, because ultimately there is no wrong decision, because even if we make the wrong choice, like the choice that takes us longer, if you will, to get us to the destination that we're headed in, it doesn't matter, because either way we're going to the same place. And if we choose the wrong one, that means that we're actually just saying, I need to learn this lesson one more time. So take the pressure off yourself, you know. It doesn't need to be like that, but you also can't check out. You know, you are being asked to show up, okay? Especially with the South Node transiting your sign. There's a need to remember why you came to this planet and why you came to this body in this time as an Aquarius, right? You know, so it's about using your energy to the highest octave this month. So what you're being asked to let go of is the Hermit and the Two of Swords with the rune Success. So I'm feeling there's a message here of, one, you can no longer delay the impending need to dive deep into your own personal subconscious, okay? You can no longer put off the need to self-reflect in your own time and space. It's going, like, the success is not what's getting left behind. The success will be granted through your willingness to the Hermit, which is isolate yourself and really dig deep to find your personal truth. And you can't block out this personal truth anymore, because if you do, the Tower is going to feel a lot shittier than it has to. Because the Tower in general is just an awakening, right? It's an enlightening moment. But if we resist our own personal truth and try to glaze over it, right? Two of Swords, I choose none. Well, when we choose nothing, Spirit says, oh yeah, I'm going to do something now that is so potent and, you know, extreme that you have to react. So don't make the universe, you know, don't provoke the universe. Don't think that you can supersede the universe's call. Because again, the overall energy this month is a Three of Swords. So pain is the name of the game, and it sucks, but you have to face it. You have to face the things that have disappointed you. You have to face the things that have upset you. You have to face the things that you've repressed. Not because, you know, being depressed or whatever is like the MO, but until we face these things and acknowledge them, we cannot release them or take the lesson from them. Okay, and this was a theme that was in Sagittarius' reading as well, but it was just different. It was a different message, but that theme was there. Also, I think that you're a little bit maxing out on how much you can continue to isolate yourself, Aquarius. If you don't really keep a lot of close friends, or you have people around you but they don't actually know you, you keep very surface friendships or surface engagements at work, I think you're coming into a point in your life where you're just not going to be able to get by with that level of isolation anymore. You're going to have to start revealing yourself to other people, because the only way you can really process, right, pain and then formulate new relationships that are founded on the growing pains that you've endured, you know, we can only learn so much alone, right? And when I mean alone, I mean just alone in general, okay? Not necessarily in a romantic manner. And don't think that you can't be in a relationship, right, where you're also not having emotional intimacy. There's a lot of people out there, not, you know, this isn't specific to Aquarius, but there's a lot of people out there that have relationships that lack emotional intimacy. So make sure this month you're doing what you can to be present and not check out, because you, right, the inner you deserves that deep dive into the psyche to get a better understanding of what's been happening. And you can't be impersonal about it this month for your own sake, okay? You have to get personal with yourself. The door that's now opening that was once closed, We have the Tower, clarified by the Knight of Cups. And the rune Strength is on the Tower. So I think you're going to be surprised this month, Aquarius, at how ready you are to forgive. First and foremost, yourself. Because the Knight of Cups talks about an offer of love, right? It talks about kind of gaining momentum in your emotional journey. And again, the occurrence that is the Tower is going to depend on how much you have resisted your own personal exploration. So for those of you that have embraced the Hermit's journey and are coming out the other side willingly faced the Three of Swords, are just going to have maybe an offer come in from an outside person to do something that is emotionally engaging, and you surprise yourself, Aquarius, by not being so adverse in matching it on an intellectual level, but instead you're kind of shocked by the strength of this emotional connection that you have with somebody. Okay, it can come out that way. But for some of you, it can be some other type of message that tests your emotional connection with somebody or something, or even some idea, okay? The Knight of Cups can indicate your emotional beliefs that you move from, that place that you offer love, right? You may get into a situation this month, Aquarius, where your emotional well-being is being tested, right? Strength talks about endurance. And are you casting judgments or making moves, right, in your life, extending offers or not extending offers, based on emotional beliefs that no longer resonate with your reality? Or are they based in old heartbreaks, right? People that disappointed you a long time ago, right? Are you stalling your emotional evolution in any way? Okay, that's going to become apparent to you this month, Aquarius. Your current energy for the month as it relates to your personal path and career. We have the revisitation of the Nine of Swords. In your head. In your heart, we have both the Fool and the Page of Wands with the rune Luck and Trust. In your foundation, you have the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, yes, you have this Nine of Swords showing back up in your head, right? These are mind games. You're playing with yourself. I think you're nervous to trust in general. Whatever it is that's been going on, that big emotional boogeyman, so to speak, I think it's just a lot. I don't think you like thinking of, well, I know you don't like thinking about all of this emotional stuff because it's so heavy, and it's so much easier to just look at things objectively and just make very detached decisions. But don't let this get the best of you. Okay, emotions are meant to be felt, not thought. So drop down into your heart and it doesn't matter what you think. For once, Aquarius, it doesn't matter what you think. Okay? With the Three of Pentacles, excuse me, in your foundation, what's motivating you this month is the need, or at least the subconscious understanding, that you need to build. And that you're not going to be able to build everything on your own. Growth. Okay? The Three talks about growth. You had the inspiration in the Ace. You expanded that vision in the second, in the Two. And in the Three, you built. So you're in a building phase in your life, Aquarius. It may feel like you're at rock bottom. or, you know, far away from the finish line, but everything is going as planned, okay? Divinely planned. So be kind to yourself as you learn to cooperate with others, how you learn to ask for help, learn to take direction from other people, not because people are smarter than you or you don't know what you're doing, but like it's a give and take process, okay? With this heart energy is really where the focus is this month though, Aquarius. So we have the Fool and the Page of Wands with the rune Luck and Trust. So luck is paired with the Fool. So you are how do I want to say this? The wishes that you've been hoping to be granted for, or the fall of prosperity, right? The bliss, the blessings, come with your willingness to let go of all emotional baggage, and especially mental baggage, old thought forms, old stories, right? And with the Page of Wands in Trust, you need to trust your heart for once. You need to trust. It's almost like you're getting this feeling, right? You're around somebody and you're just feeling like, wow, like I could really build something with this person, or I could really go after this new business venture and it's nothing like I've ever done before. And I don't know, you know, but I don't know. I don't know because, you know, it's not something I've done, and there's all these things roll in. But in your heart, right? In your heart, it just feels right. And I think that is what is confusing you, because I think that you've never been so emotionally moved by something. Because this also feels like a change of heart. I think that something has shifted within you, Aquarius. And you've had a change of heart about something, about the way you want to live your life, about the way you view marriage, about the way you view children, about the way that you view building a future, about the way you view having a family. There has been a pivotal shift in something that has emotional roots. Even if it's money related, even if it's business related, there's emotional roots here, and you need to trust how you feel, even though there is no logical you know, facts or things to hold on to. You need to trust how you feel. And yes, you are overcoming, you know, past hurts, and that requires trust. But you have to trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. Be willing to do things you've never done before, to get results that you've never had before, okay? Spirit's advice for you, Aquarius. We have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Lovers. In the rune we have here is fertility. So again, the concept of choices arrives again, okay? Which path are you going to take? You're at a pivot point, Aquarius, right? You are ripe for change. You will quickly, it's like, again, we never take the wrong path, but I think one path will be far more prosperous and fertile for you than another. But again, with the Nine of Wands, there's hesitation, because you feel like, you know, you've been hurt on a different path before and you don't want to make the wrong decision. But I assure you, making no decision is the worst decision. Please just pull the trigger. Please pull the trigger. Whatever it is, pull the trigger. Don't react from a pained place. Be willing to step out into the new, untethered by what has happened before, and pull the trigger. Allow yourself to move forward. Allow yourself to step onto a new path. Okay? The most likely outcome for you, Aquarius, we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. The rune we have on the King of Cups is self. So the King of Swords already talks about you, right, Aquarius? But then we have the King of Cups with the rune self. So this is definitely a huge message for those of you that have a water, moon, sun, or rising to go with your Aquarius energy. But anyways, this is saying to trust your emotional truth and to trust that you have enough logical discernment that even if you start to consider your emotions in your decisions, you will never be so overcome by your emotions that you lose your logic. Okay? You will always have both. Like, you cannot lose your logical discretion, your analytical discretion. Okay? You will never lose it by including your emotional knowledge. Okay? There's an emotional maturity that's happening, right? You're strengthening your emotional truth this month, which allows you to mourn, right? An old version of you or old ways of identifying with yourself that allows you to embrace the pain that is the Three of Swords. Because again, until we embrace and face, we cannot transmute. Okay, so this is about owning up. Owning up this month, Aquarius. Not for anybody else but yourself. Okay? Stepping into a new dawn. Aligning with a new emotional truth. Because it's just time. It's just time. I have unlimited potential. Only good lies before me. The joy I find in my career is reflected in my overall happiness. You have to first know yourself, Aquarius, before you can go forward and draw in, you know, the perfect conditions, okay? So don't try to have an analytical battle with yourself. Allow your emotions to have some type of discretion on the decisions that you make. You will never abandon your logic, okay? So don't worry about that. Aquarius, I hope this resonated. It has been my pleasure, and I'll be back with you again soon. Peace.